Welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. You are watching the campus television channel of Don Bosco College, Kottayam. This lecture is on the prescribed syllabus of first semester BA English Literature and Language. Paper is Introduction to Literary Studies 1. In this lecture, I am going to deal with haiku, performance poetry, and graphic poetry. First, let's talk about haiku. Haiku is a poetic form of 16th century Japanese origin that is usually meditative and contemplative in nature. Contemplative means thoughtful in nature. These poems usually reflect the poet's impression of a natural object, a scene, or a season of the year. Traditionally, haiku is written in just 3 lines consisting of 17 syllables, which are distributed among the 3 lines in the order of 5, 7, and 5 syllables. Since the structure of the Japanese language is different from English, it is extremely difficult in English to use the exact number of syllables in 3 lines in the established order. And therefore, most writers in English attempt the haiku by slightly altering the number and pattern from the Japanese rule. Haiku had immensely influenced the Imagist writers, especially Ezra Pound. The brevity, vividness, and precision of image are brilliantly depicted in his haiku poem In a Station of the Metro, published in the year 1913. Next is performance poetry. Performance poetry is poetry that is specifically composed for or during performance before an audience. During the 1980s, the term came into popular usage to describe poetry written or composed exclusively for performance and not for print distribution. Performance poets use a different style of writing poetry that is less conducive to print and better suited for their oral presentations. Performance poetry is not solely a postmodern phenomenon. It begins with the performance of oral poems in pre-literate societies. These poems were transmitted orally from performer to performer and were constructed using devices such as repetition, alliteration, and rhyme to facilitate memorization and recall. The performer composed the poem from memory using the version they had learned as a kind of mental template. This process allowed the performer to add their own flavor to the poem in question, although fidelity to the traditional versions of the poems was generally favored. Conversely, much performance poetry does not work well when printed in books. Performance poets are often not academically trained in writing poetry. Their poetic allusions are to pop culture rather than to the great literature of the past. Consequently, many performance poets are denied credibility by academics, but are able to build a greater audience for poetry by communicating to a wider range of people. The term performance poetry originates from an early press release describing the popular 1980s performance poet Hedwig Gorski, whose audio recordings achieved success on spoken word radio program around the world. Performance poets relied more on the rhetorical and philosophical expression in their poetics than performance artists, who arose from the visual art genres of painting and sculpture. Some of the important performance poets are Chris Cheek, John Cooper Clarke, Hedwig Gorski, Roxy Gordon, Raul Salinas, Ricardo Sanchez, Joe Cole, Joy Cole, Jim Ryan. Next is graphic poetry. Graphic poetry is a modern poetry from contemporary writers around the world. Leading international designers, illustrators, and image makers accepted the challenge of creating a visual response to these poems. Their ideas run through the book in a series of double-page spreads. Poets use metaphor to invite the reader to make an imaginative leap, and this leap has to do with the meaning of the poem and often the relationship between the poem and the reader. The designer, by contrast, must fix an image. A poet might intend images to evolve in the mind rather than stop dead on the page. The graphic designer makes visually static what the poet wishes to leave imaginatively fluid. The expressions here run the stylistic gamut from bitmap fonts to hand-stitched letters, from sketches to photographs, from vector illustration to ink and paint. The achievement of this analogy lies in the interpretative tension each offering creates in the mind of the reader. Each graphic poem presents a dynamic challenge. In this lecture, we studied haiku, performance poetry, and graphic poetry. Do the given exercise and submit on time. Thank you.